this is really about telling your story. I've been approached by so many people over the years to be a part of a book collaboration. And I had made the decision, no, I don't think I want to do that, because they were about empowerment and all the things, and really good books. But I kept wanting to do something that was specifically for our demographic, for women over 50, that would focus on not the end of the journey, but how the journey picks up once you've done all that other stuff. And you can only tell that story when you've been through the journey. And I wanted it to keep it in with women in that age over 50, so that the stories would be consistent and you wouldn't have, intermittent stories in between. And so I was looking for somewhere to collaborate, and then I thought, why don't you just do it yourself? And so that's how I got to this project. And it really is a project. It is, I believe that, with everything you do, you have to think about what is the end goal. And so when I did this, the end goal was to get at least 20 women who have a story to tell, to be able to tell it and not have to think about how to publish it, even how to write it, because we're going to offer writing services to help take the story and help craft it. So the title of the book is going to be Becoming 50-something, Stories of Inspiration and Empowerment for Women Over 50. So the good thing about this is that it's not all about being in business, or it's not all about coming through a divorce or coming through some kind of trauma. It's really about how you can inspire and empower women through whatever you've been through, whether it's been a trauma or whether it's been just totally inspirational, whether it's a story of reinvention. And so the project really is to tell these stories of overcoming obstacles, whatever those might be. My story has a lot of overcoming major failure, because I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years, and I've had, a lot of success, probably to the point to where I had gotten so used to success that when I had a failure, I really didn't know how to deal with it. And it became depression. It became like I'll never, amount to anything. I'm over 50 and here I am losing all this money. My life will never get back on track. And I had to overcome that. Some other people may come through, like I said, come through a domestic violence or a divorce situation, and finding themselves after 30-something years of marriage, divorce. How do you get through that? I talk to a lot of women over 50. But I want stories that triumph, that end in glory, as they say. Because I think everything has the possibility of ending in a positive light, and that's different for everybody. But, also stories of transformation, how, if, let's say, your career was this up until this point, and you decided you wanted to go back to law school, or, have a lady in our last magazine that went back to law school, became a lawyer. Stories of reinvention, stories of celebration. I'm just glad to be 50, over 50, and have a life that is wonderful, and I get to do these things, and you get to share those stories. So it's really about, if you have always wanted to write a book, but you didn't have time to do it, this is the opportunity. And even if you, like Beanie, you've written a book, you might be wanted to be a part of something that includes some very specific stories and for a specific demographic.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm hoping that we could do something where you can tell your story in 8 pages or less, That's gonna, I'm trying to keep it to that, but I don't want it to be so strict and scripted that you can't really tell the story.
Now, is it 8 regular letter size pages or half pages?
Well, it'll be the regular
Okay.
8.5 by 11. And there's gonna be a word count.
Right.
So, but if we take that 8.5 by 11 page, and then you put it in that 6/9 paperback size, it can vary how many pages it ends up.
Right.
But I want it no more than 8 pages on an 8.5 by 11.
And you will let us know the font and the size and
Yeah,
everything?
you'll get all of those requirements, and so that everything is equal.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Like I said, this project is really for women who always wanted to write a book. They just haven't had time to do it, or they just don't know how to do it. And this is just that opportunity to tell that story in those 8 pages. It's really, truly for the woman who really sees their life right now as on an upswing. Like, I figured it out, and now I want to share how I figured that out.
I cannot wait to hear your story, Kimberly. You're going like...
Kimberly, she has an amazing story.
Love it.
Yeah, every time I talk to her, I come away from it just totally inspired. You too, Beanie, you guys are inspired.
Thank you.
But so the whole idea is that this is gonna be a truly, truly inspirational and empowering book. And I'm going to work with some really awesome graphic people, designers, so that it's a good looking book as well.
Nice.
So what do you get when you join the project? So these are the things that you'll get. Of course, you'll get your recognition. And I want the book cover design where every participant's name is on the cover, so that you can show this I'm in this book. Okay. You'll be a published author because it will have an ISBN number that will be under your name, even though it's a collaborative book. So you will officially be published.
Okay.
You'll be able to use that, excuse me, in your bio, that you're a published author. I'm going to offer a free writing workshop as the chapters start to get written. We're going to do some Zoom workshops really talking about the writing process, so you won't be on your own in terms of getting it written. And it's going to be professionally edited. So it's at the end, your story won't get changed, but it will be edited. It's going to be available on Amazon and other channels. But the whole idea is that the plan is to do a launch day event that the book becomes a bestseller the day of its release. So that you'll not only be a published author, you'll be a best-selling published author by being a part of the book. You'll get 3 free copies of the book, but the book will be, you can have the book at wholesale so that you can resell it to your clients or to whomever. So anytime you want to sell the book, you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to buy the book or have access to ordering at wholesale.
Cool.
Okay. And then as the way that collaborative books work, on Amazon, I'm working with them how to get that to where you can have the book in your own like little Amazon kingdom. So you'll be able to make sales, make money from the book as well. But you will have 3 free copies that go with the project. And then when we do the book launch, when it launches, there will be a book signing celebration, and I will host
party.
here in Phoenix, so you'll be able to come, and people invite people to come. You could sign the book and just have a celebration of being over 50. So we're going to have a party. So those are the things that come with the project, as well as by it saying being a published book, that means that I will have a graphic artist, like I said, do all the cover, do all of the inside design, all of the publishing costs will be included when you get started. And so I looked at this. I have been asked to join these kind of things. I've been given figures of $1,200, $700, you know, these to be a part of it. But I wanted to keep this low cost so that it really is paying for itself, from the professional editing. And if you've had a book edited, you know how much the cost of that is, and graphics. So it's $300 to be included in the book, and that includes everything to get your book published. There is an application. Once you pay the $300, there's just a little bitty thing to fill out to ask to just give me a sense of what you want to write about. And then we'll have an introductory session where you will learn all you need to get really started on your chapter. And then at that point, you'll get a timeline and all of that good stuff. I want to make sure that we have a lot of time to write the book, put it together, and then have time to really market its coming out. There, like I said, there will be online writing and editing workshops. And then, of course, you'll have that deadline for your chapter once you get started. And that's really everything that's included. Any questions?
Yeah, when do you plan on actually publishing it?
I'm thinking my deadline is for sometime in the early fall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. And that gives us time to write our chapters and have edits, and you will be able to review your chapter before it's actually included in the publication.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll have some access to it. It's not going to be something that you don't have a say-so what happens. And, you know, from the headshot to all of those things will make, there's going to be a lot of requirements for that, so that we all have similar looks to the picture that goes in the book.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, but it's really that simple. And
I like it.
I'm starting the process today. There will be, my goal is to have all the women on board by mid-March.
Okay.
Okay. And I have a website for you to go and sign up and complete your little application. And if you want to write this down, you can go there and just you can sign up and become a part of the project.
Great. When do you need the $300 fee?
When I'm hoping, like I said, to have everyone on board by I had a date here, and I meant to put it in this presentation. I didn't look at my calendar. My goal was by March 14th.
Okay.
Not the 15th.
Cheryl?
Mm-hmm.
No, this is Ruth. Sorry I joined so late.
Oh, that's okay. I recorded, so you'll get a recording.
Okay, good deal. So I had a question because I came in late. I probably missed this. You probably already covered it. So you said it's for writing one chapter. Each person writes a chapter. Is it all on one same topic?
Well, it's really your story, whatever that story is. It's not a topic.
Oh, okay.
It's not a topic of. It's really who you are how you got to this journey, through the journey of 50 something. And,
Oh, okay.
and if it includes what you do, you know, as a, you know, if you have a business, how you got there. But it's
Okay.
really about you
Got it.
and who you are and how you can inspire or empower another woman who's over 50.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And like I said, I record it, so I will send you the recording, Ruth.
Okay.
So you can see the rest of it. It's very simple. There is a $300 cost that's going to include all the costs for me and the lady that I'm working with to have it published, have it all the graphics done. All you need to do is write it, and you'll end up as a published officer. I mean, published author. With
Oh,
your,
it's author. No, I did. I heard that part when you were covering that, so I'm good.
yeah, you did. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, that's really how simple it is. The goal is 20 women, and the deadline is March 14th.
Awesome.
Okay. And I'm really looking forward to this, the journey of doing this, and also once we get it done, the fun we'll have in being able to celebrate it coming out. And you'll be able to share it with your family, friends, and your clients if you have a business or however you use it.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Any other questions?
This is exciting. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes.
I'm excited, and I know it will be a really fun process. And as soon as we have the March 14th, you will be getting a notification of when the first session is to get going. So that's when you'll
Okay.
at the moment that you sign up, you'll get all of the requirements. Okay. And I'm looking forward to it.
It's exciting. I love it. Thanks for doing that.
Thank you so much, Cheryl.
Well, my goal in life is and I've talked to Beanie about this too, is to just really continue to help women over 50, the things that we do that will just continue to let us know this journey is worth going through, and it's worth going through at the highest level that you can, that it doesn't stop here. It really is the beginning, and it's a time to celebrate all the things that we did to get here. Yeah, I was sharing with Kimberly that my son got engaged this weekend.
Oh, congratulations.
Ruth, little JJ is getting married.
That's awesome.
And the thing about
When
it
is he getting married?
well, they haven't set a date yet, but I think it's going to be like late fall or in the winter sometime. But about that's a part of that journey when you've raised your kids, and now you get to celebrate grandchildren and get to celebrate weddings and get to all those things. And it's so much more fun that you've gotten through the whole raising aspect of it if you have kids. And it you know, it's just that whole thing of, okay, I've done all this stuff, and now I get to enjoy all that I learned.
The circle of life.
Yeah,
Man.
Yeah,
Yes.
for real.
it is. So I'm excited, and I hope you guys join the project, and we'll get going. And
Oh, I'm in.
oh, good.
Me too.
Sounds fun.
Good. I'm excited.
Thank you, Cheryl. That sounds great.
Yeah, so I'm excited. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me or call or whatever. And otherwise, I'm going to email out the link to the website so that you'll have that readily. So when you want to get signed up. So that'll
Awesome.
be all there for you. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
so much
you.
guys, for joining.
Have a great
Thank you
evening.
for
I can't
hosting
wait to
this.
meet you ladies in person.
I know.
Likewise.
Fun. Okay. All right. Thanks so much, ladies. Have a good
Thank you.
one.
Have a good night.
Have a good
You
one.
too.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.